gotta get in character.
Oh shit.
There you go.
Podcast mode. All right. I don't have any props. Fuck.
That's okay. You don't need props.
Do you get nervous on stage without props?
I sometimes show up to shows without the props just to test myself.
Good, that's good.
Because the props, I never bring them out first. They're always like if I blank like that.
Yeah.
I always like grab any of the props. I have props on like my person. I have props in my back pockets. Sometimes in my shoes. Like, because if I'm looking down, I'm like, oh shit, I need to think about something. And then I'm like, oh wait, I have Skippy socks on. You know what I mean?
That's part of the act.
Anything you can think of. So like when people are like, oh, that was crazy. I can't believe you just brought props out. That's actually you seeing me blank and I have no clue what to say. I've run out of one-liners.
Oh, so that's like a panic move. You're
it's
like
a panic. My whole act is panic. I'm afraid 90% of the time I'm doing stand-up.
That's
Word.
hilarious.
I'm like incredibly defensive. Yeah, because
But you also play into it, which strengthens it. It's a weird thing because you're panicked, but you're also kind of playing a panicked guy.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
No, I try to like go big with the faces and like I did a lot of like theater when I was a kid. So I've always thought that like if you're not in the front row, it's gonna be hard to see the people. So I'm playing to the back row. I'm playing to where the cameras are.
Yeah.
I'm not playing to the front row. Front row is just I'm gonna pick you all apart. I'm just gonna belittle you.
Yeah.
Like that's who I roast. I never try to roast people in the back because you can't see them on the camera, and the people in the front can't see them.
How do you determine which props you're going to bring that night?
Sometimes I'll have my roommates like load up my bag.
Yeah.
Because I have like a prop bag. So I'm like, just surprise me, and I'll pull it out and try to make.
So
something.
sometimes you
brilliant.
don't even know.
No, most of the time I don't.
That's even better.
Most of the time it's
That's
like
brilliant.
10 minutes before a show, and I'm just grabbing shit in the apartment, and then I'm like, I open the bag and I have to like move stuff around to find the one I want, which is like all dead air, and and it sucks.
You ever reach for a prop? You ever see a prop in the bag and be like, I can't do that one tonight? And
Yeah.
you move it out of the way, find a different one.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
This one's too racist.
It'll be like the night of September 10th, and you're like, I can't pull out the 9/11 picture. That's just that's distasteful. I gotta wait till tomorrow to do that.
No, I actually had that one loaded up in the front. I have like
Just in case.
All the important ones I put in the front pocket.
One of my favorite is your Crime Watch signs. You've got like I don't know 8 or 10 of them.
Yeah, I got a lot of
all
crime
from an
watch.
LA Fitness.
Yeah.
So you just walked up to in LA Fitnesses and just peeled them off the
No,
wall?
it wasn't LA Fitness. It was Planet Fitness.
That was it.
I have like 8 or 10 like Planet Fitness signs that I got on Facebook Marketplace.
That's right.
Very important.
And,
He bought
I
them fair and square.
Bought them on Facebook Marketplace every time I lost 10 pounds when I would go to Planet Fitness. I was like, this is like a marker for losing weight. And like I just wanted to see how many signs I could rack up because I bought them in the bathrooms.
Yes.
And it just,
Of course.
because
duh.
there's no cameras in the bathrooms because you never want like a Facebook Marketplace sale on camera.
No, that's like distasteful to
Exactly.
the seller.
yeah.
To the seller.
That's what they sell in the back of gyms.
Exactly.
It's signs, definitely not illicit steroids.
Of course not. Every
That's
time you'd
also
lose 10 pounds, you'd take a sign. You've got like 10 signs. How many?
20. I have 20.
Oh my God.
You
20
lost
in total.
200 pounds.
Yeah. Or, well, close to 200. Yeah. At this point. So, like, I used to be, so I was 326 at my fattest.
Oh my God.
And then I got down to like, 160.
How long ago was that?
I started losing weight the January 1st, 2020. And I lost 100 pounds in that year. 100.5 pounds.
That's incredible.
Holy cow.
From 2020 to 2021. And then like 2021 to now, it's just been a lot of like yo-yoing back and forth between like 160 and like 190. So between that, because that's the issue, I was doing keto, right? And when you lose weight on keto, you have like 10 times more likely of a chance to gain it all back because your body's not used to being so thin.
I did keto for a couple of months. It sucked.
It's awful. It's awful. And you eat a lot of like fatty foods. So I ate a lot of like almonds and avocados, a lot of meat, a lot of eggs,
Lots of eggs.
yogurt, mayonnaise, like anything high in fat. So then like when your body gets used to processing that and then you put in McDonald's like 5 times in 1 week, like I actually gain weight faster than most people. I can gain like 5 pounds in a day and a half. just from eating a bunch of food. But it's also the scales. Like the scales lie. The scales lie.
They lie. Are scales known liars?
Yeah, they are. No, a lot of people don't know that like you have to weigh yourself in the morning. You can't like drink any water beforehand, and if you ate like the night prior, it's gonna throw all of that off. So
I haven't stepped on a scale since middle school, man.
you don't need to.
No,
You
I
don't
have
need
no.
to.
I could eat 10 birthday cakes in a row, and I'd lose weight probably.
That's awesome.
Probably.
My metabolism is so bad. Like the BMI and the BMRs that I had were like, I think my BMI was like 30, like 37 or something, and now it's like 19.
Wow.
So what made you want to lose all the weight? What was it about like January 2020?
I had never done a New Year's resolution,
All right.
and I was like, I really feel like this is the year that I just need to suck it up. If I want to be an actor, and I'm going to college for being an actor, I can't be fat. There's like Jonah Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no other fat people in Hollywood. So that's when I
He's
was
not
like,
even fat anymore. Is
Yeah.
he?
no, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
He's
like,
been fat like 4 times though. He goes back and forth.
like Rebel Wilson, like all the fat people lost the weight.
Yeah.
And I fucking did it before I was Ozempic. I fucking hate my life.
Old
Like,
school. Old school.
Old school. I lose weight and then they come up with Ozempic. Fuck me.
No, it's okay. You did it the hard way, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And then,
You had to earn it.
but since then, it's been like a battle of like not gaining the weight back. And every time I get back to like 190, I'm like, all right, it's time to go back to the gym and eat healthy again for this month. And
Yeah.
like, there's times I lost weight in high school and shit. And then I gained it all back like double time because you find yourself
Doing a couple many drunk new joke shows, and you're like, Jesus
too many drunk
Christ!
new joke shows.
Wow.
You're like, why am I drinking so much alcohol?
Yeah, just straight whiskey and beer.
It's just Kirkland brand vodka.
Yeah, terrible.
No, but I think it's just very hard to control yourself around food, especially for me and anybody. I think sugar is the most addictive substance on the planet, and like people don't talk about it. People don't talk about like how most human beings go and they eat shit and they go to the store and they buy shit and then they're like, why am I sad? Why do I feel like shit?
Yeah.
It's because you don't work out. You're not moving around. Your body isn't supposed to be intaking like all of this high carb, high sugar food. We were supposed to like kill monsters and then cook those monsters.
Yeah, and eat it for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, run through a forest and kill a bear.
Yeah, and you get to eat once a day if you were lucky. If you were lucky, you'd like kill a squirrel and then fry it. So it's like I don't think your body's supposed to intake like all of the fucking shit we put in, and that's why everyone's sad all the time. So like
I never believed this whole like breakfast, lunch, and dinner thing. I don't eat 3 times a day. That's
I don't
ridiculous.
think you need to.
You're not supposed to.
People are like, oh, it's 3 meals a day, and it's like, yeah, the food pyramid's off too, man.
Yeah.
It's also capitalism can make you buy more food.
Yeah, and once you go down the sugar rabbit hole and you find out that like they're putting sugar in bread and like frozen vegetables have sugar and shit. Like all the stuff that you thought was like fine for you, you're like, oh no, this is just chock full of like high fructose corn syrup and sugar.
You read something online where they're like, watermelon's bad now. Every watermelon is poison. You're like, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, Mason told me that they can't even classify bread from Subway as bread. It's cake.
Yeah,
Because there's so
the
much
EU.
sugar.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, bro.
Like I think that's the least of Subway's problems. Is the sugar, but
Yeah, they
just
got to
saying.
stop hiring those pedophiles. Hire me instead.
Yes.
Shawn Zapp, the face of Subway.
I could be the face of Subway. They just don't want it. They're scared.
They are scared. They don't want the smoke, dude. They don't want the smoke.
They don't want props in their
No,
sandwiches.
you're pulling out lettuce from your bag, putting it on the sandwich, mayonnaise.
That's a good commercial. He's gonna direct it.